Nik Bear Brown. Build it with a CLI, then take it apart. Remove 20% of a network's channels and accuracy barely moves, under 1%. Remove 70% and the model falls off a cliff. The curve is flat, then steep, then vertical. The whole game in structured pruning is knowing where the cliff is before you step over it. Below 40% you are usually safe. Above 70% you are probably done. The dangerous zone is the 40 to 70 range where the curve looks manageable until it isn't. Ask for the experiment. In the terminal, Claude, write pruning-curve.py, accuracy versus percent channels structurally pruned, 0 to 90. Shape, flat to 20%, 2 to 4% loss by 40%, 5 to 10% by 60%, collapse past 70%. Mark the 20 to 40% sweet spot and the greater than 70% cliff. Read it before trusting it. The curve is piecewise, near flat through 20%, steepening through 40 to 60, vertical past 70. At 80% you have lost a third of your accuracy. The sweet spot at 20 to 40 is where structured pruning earns its keep, real latency and flash reduction with tolerable accuracy cost. Run it. The accuracy curve appears, flat at 88% from 0 to 20%, then a gentle slope to 84% at 40%. The sweet spot band lights up. Past 60% the slope steepens, 80% accuracy at 60% pruning. Past 70% the cliff, 73, then 55, then 20. The collapse zone in crimson. That's structured pruning. Latency drops with accuracy. Now add the comparison that kills the argument for unstructured. Iterate, Claude. Overlay unstructured pruning, same accuracy curve, but annotate that latency never moves. Rerun. Two curves now. Structured in ink, accuracy and latency both drop. Unstructured in slate, same accuracy shape, but the latency annotation stays flat. The accuracy curves look identical. The latency response is completely different. Embedded frameworks run dense, gem. Zeros in the weight matrix do not speed it up. So, papers measure unstructured pruning because the accuracy curve looks good. Embedded hardware assumes dense gem, so only structured pruning buys latency. And past 70%, structured or not, you are in the cliff. Stay in the 20 to 40% sweet spot. Your move. Sweep your own model's pruning rate in 10% steps from 20 to 70 and plot the accuracy. Find where the curve bends. If you are hitting the cliff before latency is acceptable, switch to distillation onto a smaller architecture. More pruning past 60% is not the answer. Nik Bear Brown. Build it with a CLI, then take it apart. At Nik Bear Brown, nikbearbrown.com.